Good morning from Hamburg, Germany. Today we are exploring the subway systems and we're trying to get some Wes Anderson style photos with the iPhone. All starts right now. Let's go. All right, and welcome to the Hamburg Überground. This is one of multiple different stations throughout the city. You may recognize Oliver from previous videos. Oliver's a local photographer here in Hamburg, and we are at the Jungfernstieg station, which is very hard for me to say as a foreigner. Let's see if you can read that sign behind me. Got this amazing kind of retro vibe to it, like a 60s feel. A lot of these stations that we're gonna visit in this video were built in the 50s and 60s, some even earlier than that. And they still have this really kind of cool design going on, and they photograph really, really well in kind of a unique style. And that's what I have sort of talked about at the beginning of this video in the title, this kind of Accidentally Wes Anderson, which photographs really, really well. So we're gonna explore a few of those and see if I can get some good shots with the iPhone. You there? I think I just got the first photo example. This looks really, really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and record my screen. No, not that one, this one. So you guys probably know this, but with the iPhones and probably some Android as well, you can take these live style photos, which give you kind of a live preview for the first second that the photo was captured. And then you can digitally transform that into a long exposure effect. And essentially what it does is kind of crops in and then blends any of the moving objects within your photo into that long exposure. Really, really good for waterfalls, for light trails, for any kind of moving subject. In this case, the subway. And our first shot here is really, really cool. So very well balanced photo. And with the iPhone, you can actually even go into sort of an editing style. The auto button is really, really nice. But then what I would do is kind of crop this to give it a little bit more of a symmetrical vibe to it, and then really try and punch those colors as well. And in the end, you end up with a really phenomenal result. So what I'm gonna do throughout this video is only use the iPhone to try and capture these photos today, because a lot of that Wes Anderson style is snapshots in good light. You don't really need the highest quality stuff. Even though I have it at home, I wanna try and challenge myself to get the iPhone photos for this video. Welcome to our second station stop. This is Klosterstern on the U1 line here in Hamburg. And this was opened in June 1929. Just read that on Wikipedia. One of the oldest or sort of least renovated stations here in Hamburg. One of the ones that's like pre-war and still has some of the original architecture. And it is very cool. These lights are amazing. I love the tile work on the walls and the color. Really, really kind of got that Wes Anderson vibe to it, especially that teal blue. And yeah, the photograph's pretty cool. Doing that long exposure effect again, just like Jungfernstieg. Oh, fashion shoot. That's what this all is. Oh, fuck. There's a fashion shoot going on at the spot where we wanted to vlog, which I'm sure is going to be really awkward. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just wondering if you're not shooting, we only need one shot. You could even just stand there to get the shot of the lead. If you're not shooting, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm good. Let these guys do their shoot. You got it? Let me get that one real quick and then I think we're good. All right, let's talk briefly about Accidentally Wes Anderson, because this is a very popular Instagram handle and feed, and it is very cool, I must admit. I really like the idea of this kind of really square cropped, well-balanced, symmetrical images, really bright colors, and taken like snapshot style during the day, most of them, and really simple. And it works very, very well for iPhone, in my opinion, because you just sort of point and shoot, but then you have the quality with this little sensor on the iPhone 15 to punch the colors and really make it look good. So that I challenged myself in this video to come down here in these unique subway stations to try and get something similar to this Accidentally Wes Anderson. And we are at our third station. This is Hamburg on the U1 line still, actually. It's only a few stops away from Klosterstern. And this is a very simple photo, but really, really well balanced, and an architecture. If you haven't seen some of the previous few videos, that is one of the most important things, to get a well-balanced photo, and then popping some of these colors and getting this kind of retro vibe really makes it that Wes Anderson style. So very cool photo here. You got Oliver behind me setting it up on the tripod to get the two light trails of both of the trains coming at different times and then blending those together in Photoshop. And I've done that with the iPhone 2 with that same live style, try and get the light trails of the subways, and I'll blend those two together, and you will see the result, and I think it's gonna look pretty cool. So yes, as much as this is kind of an iPhone challenge, I am still editing in Photoshop and Lightroom, so maybe I'm cheating at my own challenge. Yeah, kind of, but you can edit most of these in the phone, just not blending two long exposures together. And we made it to the next stop. This is the Hafen City Universität, which is a very modern subway station, one of the newest in the city. And it's going to be a little bit interesting to try and get a photo here in that Wes Anderson style, because that tends to be a little bit more vintage and a little bit less modern. But I still think it's a fantastic architecture photo, and you've got these crazy bright colors of the lights that are changing every couple of minutes. And with a couple of light trails again from the trains, I think we're gonna be able to get a good photo here. So we're gonna set up right in the middle and wait for the trains and try and get a nice shot. What an angle, that looked fucking amazing. Cool, all right, let's go to the And welcome to the Übersee Quartier. This is, again, another really new station here in Hamburg. My favorite subway station in the whole city. I have photographed this a couple times before, and I wanted to include this in this video because it's such a good photo. It's a very simple snapshot, a great architecture shot, and also I think could be a very cool kind of Wes Anderson style photo as well, because you've got that kind of mix of these retro tiles and this kind of retro color, but it's got a modern touch to it with the lights and the metal framing. And this is the shot right here. And how about this for a backdrop here in the Übersee Quartier metro station in Hamburg, Germany. That is North Germany, where we've got places like this that we can photograph with our phones to get a really unique style of that kind of Wes Anderson vibe, accidentally Wes Anderson, with really colorful retro style square crops, some motion blur if you can get some kind of subject going through your frame, utilizing a lot of the live view here with the iPhone, and then putting those into the long exposure afterwards, which gives you that digital crop and that motion of whatever it is going through your frame. So we've been able to get a couple of good examples of that in this video, trying to replicate that Wes Anderson style with your iPhone, and then being able to edit those photos either in the phone or back at home in Lightroom and Photoshop, depending on where you want to go with your creativity and how far you want to kind of push the limits. But in this video specifically, we've been able to cover a couple of different locations, all really unique metro stops in like 3 hours, and I think we got a lot of good examples of cool photos as well. So wherever you are at home, go out with your phone and try and see if you can capture the Wes Anderson style. You know, look for those retro kind of tiles like what we've got here, symmetry and balance within your frame, a lot of square crops, a lot of like buildings, architecture, miniature style, and retro for sure, going back to like kind of pastel colors, 60s vibes, 70s vibes. If you look for that kind of stuff around where you live and research online on the internet, on Instagram, I'm sure you'll find some cool options for your own photography. So I hope you like this one. It's been a blast making it. And next up for me, I'm leaving the city, heading back down to South America to explore the Altiplano and the Atacama region of Bolivia. So I'll see you in that video.